Hello friends and welcome back to another Remnant 2 video. Today we are talking about Spark, the exoplanet surveyor intelligence robot that you're going to find on Nerude in the Dark Horizon. You'll find her along your travels. I'm going to show you the locations that she shows up in and how to talk to her so that you can get her back to Earth. And she is going to have a safe place in the ward all nestled up, and she actually becomes a vendor where you can craft some very cool items. So this video is going to show you how to get her back to the ward. Her first location is right when you drop down from the beginning in the agronomy sector. You're going to want to take one of the gliders. So you'll see right here, I just kind of hug left and go down from the beginning of the story basically, and she is up here on this ramp. And this is the first time we ran into her during the campaign in the one shot. I don't know if she's here every time, but I believe so. You're going to interact with her and just make sure you tell her that Earth is wonderful and you want her to come back there, and make sure you encourage her to come back and encourage her that she is not, doomed. And things like that. You don't have to worry about what type of armor you're running or what type of items you have on. It doesn't really matter. I was wearing full bandit set, so I don't think there's any requirements there. You just want to talk to her and make sure that she likes you, basically. You just want to make sure she doesn't believe she's a failure, and you want to convince her to come follow you to Earth, aka Ward 13. I'm going to show you the dialogue options that I picked yesterday while we were streaming, just so that you guys know what I picked in case there's a couple different ones. But as long as you are positive with her and you encourage her and you say that she should come to Earth, then you're going to be just fine. It's home to a very resilient people.
Much like the Drasier, I'd like to meet the people of Orth.
Orth.
Apologies. My language processor has not been updated regularly.
What's going on, Mark? Welcome.
Did not offend you. Recalibration. I would like to meet the people of
Earth. Would you like to go with me?
Very much. Spare not.
Uh-oh, root Earth combo.
Hold no fear in the face of the open jaws of our creator. Recalibration.
All right, once that first encounter is over, you're going to notice that she's in a couple more places. And the second place that she can be is in the Withered Necropolis, over where the gardener is, for the second time once he moves over there. And what you're going to want to do is glide off the top there and then make your way down, just following the path that I go, no matter how weird and windy it is. Once you get down here, she's going to be over in this corner. And this is the second place that we found her when going through our campaign. Obviously, the Dark Horizon has a very open world. The world of Nerude for Dark Horizon is very open. So it's hard to show you exactly where all of these are, but I'm trying my best to kind of show you the path from a point of interest. And I was also streaming for part of this, so I wasn't opening my map and such. So I apologize for the comments that I know I'm going to get about that. However, the second time that we ran into her, we really didn't say anything. We just saw her and then kept on moving. And then for the last location, we came here after defeating the final boss of the DLC. So we defeated the final boss of the DLC. We did everything, pretty much everything there was to do. And then we went over here to find the Warden armor. This is the same place that you're going to find the Warden armor, up on this top entrance right here. You drop down, press your crouch button to drop down, by the way. But this is where you're going to find the Warden armor right here. And then Spark is going to actually be right across the way. So you can talk to her after you clear out the enemies in that area. You may have to hit the interact button a few times. So make sure you just keep hitting it until you can't hit it anymore, because she needs to reboot because you've killed the final boss, therefore taking away the voices in her head, etc. And you just want to invite her back to Ward 13, tell her that you defeated the voice, and you'll be good to go. Because you're doing this at the very end of the campaign run through, you may also have a shortcut door here that goes back to the main crystal in the Withered Necropolis. So you could also go just from the main crystal as well. So it just depends where you are in your campaign playthrough. I'm going to show you guys how to get back to the crystal from where Spark spawns right there. But yeah, that's right next to the gardener, so super easy point of reference. And then when you head back to the ward, you're going to see that Spark is now there and ready to talk to. I also want to make a note that in co-op, whoever is not the campaign host needs to leave the session, and that campaign host needs to reload their world. So just go out to the main menu and back in, and Spark should be there. We were having trouble with this where she was not showing up, and so I left, and then the campaign host then reloaded the game in, basically. All right, so once you're back in the ward and you've got Spark there, you can then talk to her, and she's going to tell you all these great things, and that she knows you're a traveler, and she wants you to go out into the world and pick up materials and bring items back to her in order for her to analyze them and make new things and just experience the world. So she's going to give you this alloy extractor, and this is what you need to then go to the other worlds, including Narud. So Narud, Lossum, and Yesha, possibly Labyrinth and Root Earth as well. You're going to need to go to all these places and kill a bunch of enemies to get different alloys for Spark to analyze and to craft these materials for you. So after you get that alloy extractor, you want to make your way to one of the worlds, choose your poison there. We did try this in boss rush and we didn't get any alloys. You don't really kill a ton of enemies in that mode anyway to be able to get the alien alloy. I'm not sure what the drop chance is, but it didn't seem like you could get any in boss rush. So I would suggest just re-rolling a campaign or an adventure, going out and fighting some enemies. For us in particular, we went to Narud, went to Vault of the Formless, and also picked up the Lithla House Glyph, which is one of the items that you need in order to craft one of the rings from Spark. But I'm going to have a full list of what you need and where to get all of those items in a different video, because that's going to be a really long video. However, I do have videos for a lot of things, so if you already have the list in front of you, I'll put it down in the description, and you just want to go farm those out before I can get the video up, then go for it and check out my other videos. Now, when you get back to Spark, she's going to be able to analyze the information, and then you're going to actually get access to her vendor menu. So at first you don't have access to it. Once you get the alloy, we had 5, the alien alloy, and the Lithla House Glyph. You can see she also sells the consumable, but we've got 2 rings here that aren't question marks. And the first one is actually Mortal Coil, because I already have the Fruit of Death on me. You can get that in Yesha, but we didn't have any Ancient Alloy because that's not where we went. But we got the Fruit of Death. And the other one, and the reason why we went to get the House Glyph, is the Wired Inhibitor. Applying a negative status effect on an enemy also applies slow for 1 second. Applying or refreshing additional negative statuses will increase this duration max 5 seconds. That is actually sounds insane for a handler build, because your dog is bleeding, so they would slow also, which would be amazing. So I might have to try that out, but we need to farm up a lot more of the alien alloys. You can see we need 25. So it's going to take more than just 1 dungeon to do it, but you can farm those up. I'm not sure if the other ones are going to be requiring more alloy, maybe for amulets and such. I have a list of items that we need to go get, but I haven't gotten them yet, so I can't tell you guys. In the next Sparky video, I'm going to show you guys all of the items, how to get all the items, what amulets and rings and such you can get from Sparky and what they do, so you guys can decide what to target farm. Stay tuned for more Remnant 2 videos. Appreciate you guys being here, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.